Well. We are back again. Welcome everybody back to the Man Don't Care podcast headquarters. Let's just cut to the chase and see who's on the marquee today. We have Artez in the building right now. Artez. And we have a little surprise guy. It's not even a surprise. This is just family right here. We have our boy Igwe.
Hi.
Igwe in the building. Who else do we have on the market? We have Kwame Santos, aka Mr. West African Man. We have Mr. Chris Cross in the building. Holy skunt, Chris Cross is here. He's live and direct. Oh, we have a beautiful, beautiful Black Queen. Oh, I know everyone's been waiting for this day. The Black Queen is sitting here to represent. And what, you want to say your name? Speak it to the masses.
My name is Clementina.
Sound like royalty already. I love it.
Yo, you can't get more black than that, I'll tell you that. That's a definite Wakanda name right there. God damn.
Don't do it.
My God. And then we have Mr. Oxtail Whisperer. Oxtail Whisperer, aka I Am Groot.
Love him, man.
Man, I for Groot.
One up for Groot. And you already know it's your boy Drewski the Entertainer. Ow! What the fuck was that? It's not the same, bro. It's been a long day for me. A long day. But welcome back, guys. It's good to have you guys here. It's good to be back. You already know Carabana was good. I'm actually happy because no one got shot and no one got killed. So kudos for the black people for that. Very proud of my Caribbeans and my African people coming together for the greater good to bubble and Seagull wine. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we need to unpack. A lot of unpacking we need to do. So let's start. First of all, let's start with how was everybody's, Carabana, whoever went. I didn't go, so how was everybody's Carabana?
I arrived late.
Say a word, why?
I didn't know if I wanted to go or not.
Say a word, you're contemplating a lot.
Yeah, but then I don't know. The shorty's had me weak. So.
You're a brim?
Shorty's had a week.
You're a brim?
I mean, like, I'm at home all day chilling, right? With nothing to do, so why not?
Nigga, right? So we look drunk right now.
A long day.
Yo, he's reminiscing, yo. Let him reminisce.
On what?
On the beautiful queen that you saw on the road, yo.
On the road?
Right, your eyes are red, bro?
He's crying.
Allergies, son. Supposed to be the brick wall.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I went late too, cause I don't really fuck with soca like that, and
Say a word.
my brethren they wanted to pick up the strays that left Carabana, so that's what they say. I don't know, huh?
Pick up the sheep that were left astray
Yeah,
left by the shepherds.
left by the shepherds, yo.
Oh no.
Bro, there's so many fucking
But it's funny though, cause after Carabana, the same thing that we talked about before, where like, would you let your girl wind up on some nigga at Carabana? Like that was on the timeline on Twitter.
Say a word.
Yo,
And they were talking about, it's only cheating if it's front wine. I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Front wine? Yeah, front wine. I don't know what the fuck is that. But for me, just
I'm gonna
Just-
look at you.
just for a quick recap, I don't care if it's side wine, front wine, wine from Jesus. I don't care, yo. Keep it in mass. That's it. Keep it in
That's
mass.
like keep it in mass. I don't even think that.
Mass attire, no jean shorts.
Yeah, let's hear your opinion here, because we definitely need a lady to unpack that situation. What do you feel about the whining? Like, what is the particular wine? What separates wine from cheating?
I don't know, isn't it all in the name of good fun anyway? So like,
Good fun.
a wine is a wine, like, just let it go. It's for Carabana, like.
I don't know.
So you'll be cool if your guy went to Carabana and
And a jean shorts.
jean shorts or
Joggers.
joggers.
Baggy
The
joggers.
nigga that hopped the fence.
Hop the fence, couldn't even pay the $20 and go dance upon people's daughter.
Why are you making it sound like he's homeless? Like,
That's what a nigga in a jean shirt is.
What's not
Might as
Yeah,
well.
joggers on.
I just don't think it's that serious. Like,
Are you sure? Are you
Alright.
positive?
I'm positive.
Did you go to Carvana?
I did make it this year. Yeah.
Now, why you did make it or you didn't?
No, I didn't make it. I wanted to, but I was just running errands with my dad, and we were running on African time, so it just took too long.
Oh.
We didn't come back in time. So.
You know what? Maybe the gods knew why you shouldn't have went.
Why?
Yeah, because you probably would have
You have to sit down and.
What?
been attacked by those guys at the entrance. Or was it the exit?
Yeah, you
Did y'all see that?
Yeah, you got coyote
The
there.
coyotes.
Well, which one? What was it?
The video with the man, I'm like, oh, you're heathens, you're going to hell and stuff like
Oh, the Israelites.
that. The Hebrew.
That's what they're the Israelite man. Then.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, I rate their courage. Still, I rate their courage because I see some like backlash from them still. That like girls were like, I think I seen videos where they were talking, and while they were talking, girls were just whining in front of their thing, just winding up on
I saw that
stuff.
stuff.
that, she's like, yeah, Jesus loves me. Jesus loves
Yeah,
me. Jesus, he's gonna fucking put on you, yo. But Jesus loves me.
Oh, you
You
know,
be twerking for Jesus. You crazy?
why not? You didn't see that video too? They made a twerk song for Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. So.
Deadass.
I don't think I would put my tithes and offering for that song.
It's literally called Twerk for Jesus.
Yeah,
It's like, you know, the big woman that, you know, probably was the lunch lady. It's like dropping it like it's hot, yeah.
that's,
You remember?
The lunch they drop it.
Remember
like
the
Yeah.
story where Jesus like turned over the table at the tabernacle?
Yeah.
And she was twerking and Jesus like what?
and just turn it over.
Turn it over, yo.
Nah, I wouldn't do that still. It'd be kind of weird to just give your tithes and offering to that type of song.
But it is a good eye opener, like, you know. I guess Carvana is not like all that like holy, I guess you can say. So I don't know, like what would your take on that be? Where the guys are preaching like, yo, you know, you girls are just kind of degrading yourself. You know what I
Is it the grading? Is it the costume? Like,
Or you're not-
what's
not-
the
Or is it just hot girl summer?
hot
Like, I
gal?
thought that was part of the culture, like, that dress. Isn't it? It's not supposed to be sexualized.
Realistically, was it a culture that men were jumping up and down in brown and girls are jumping up and down in brown underwear, winding up themselves? Is that a culture or we made it a part of the culture?
I feel like it was always the culture.
I don't know.
Of what? Black people in general or Caribbean?
Caribbean. Like,
Caribbean
it's
culture,
their
yeah.
culture.
But I
Like,
think that the man's trying to say like the culture of women as a whole is not being represented properly.
And how and what, in your opinion, like what's proper?
are you talking about like pick-me's? Like pick-me?
No, like you know how girls are in Caribbean twerking half naked, you know,
Yeah,
all that
like
shit.
usually it's like pick-me's who are like, oh, I would never be caught dead doing
Oh.
that. Or,
Oh, pick-me's.
no, like pick.
Yeah,
pick-me girls.
yeah, yeah,
Pick
yeah.
me.
Pick
Oh,
me girls.
They
Yeah.
said pick me.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like, I don't know if you go on Twitter, but it's just like women who kind of like
Look for men
are
affirmation.
carpets. Yeah, they're like carpets for men just to get picked, like just to get wifed.
Oh, backup dancers. No, sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
In a
I don't
sense.
think so.
In a sense. Backup dancers. Like, they'll do anything just for a guy to be like, yeah, I'll scoop you. Come over.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, I don't
I
know.
feel like it's those kind of women who don't really understand like what that Caribbean culture is about. Like, it's their costumes aren't supposed to be sexualized, so I don't understand why they're so pressed. You know.
Probably because this year I think they said you can go topless too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what? I'm sure that ain't no Caribbean
Topless,
culture.
like,
Yeah.
no top at all.
No top at
Yeah.
all.
I've never even heard of that.
Like,
Yeah, it was actually out there.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
thing.
that's a little far. Like, kids do these things, so that's not really.
That's what
necessary.
I'm saying. I don't know if
Mere
anyone
titty
did
them
it.
would have been Power Road, you know. Mere titty them would have been out the door, dog. Out the door.
Ain't no Jamaican woman bought that shit.
They get breastfed.
Beer milk dogs. Alright?
They get breastfed. They
Yeah, but still, man, I don't want to see. Listen, when
What?
the kids,
They got
when
no?
kids get breastfed. when kids get breastfed, like
Yeah.
you see like a blanket being put over their head
Okay.
and stuff like that. You don't see
They're not
somebody
blind.
on Dundas Street just whipping a titty out randomly and
What?
just like why?
They're familiar to it.
Huh? Oh my god. I don't know. I just can't do the Caravana thing because I'm not paying so much money to
I never
be
paid
dancing
money.
Yeah, like
our road
culture?
from one street to the next to see gal in underwear and bra.
yeah.
But you can see that at home.
I don't know about culture though.
But I gotta say, man, like Caravana's the
That's just
time.
me.
It's the time we see all the baddies in Toronto and American girls come through. So like, damn,
Yeah.
those baddies I seen on the road.
So basically,
Exactly.
Caravana is just to see new faces and new body in a
Yeah,
nutshell.
but yo, I disagree with the culture thing still. Because imagine, what if I was a dad and that's my daughter? Walking around in bra and panty.
That's why I don't
and
want to have a
Miriam
daughter.
jump on it.
Oh, she getting
What do you mean you don't want to have a daughter?
Because of shit like this, bro.
Caravana?
Yeah, bro, like I'm at home, I wake up and she's at band. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's not just
Do you hear how
Caravana.
goofy
Yo,
it sounds?
let's unpack this.
yeah,
son.
unpack that, yo.
Unpack what, fam?
She's a daughter.
What kind of, like,
Culture.
Paranoid
Bubble
father,
the
eh?
daughter.
like, don't have kids then. Just don't have kids.
Bubble up the daughter.
No, I
What?
want sons.
I
don't
need to
want
carry
any
my
daughters, yo,
seeds
point
of
blank.
Campbell.
It's gonna be 50-50 every time.
Alright, a lot
Just
of
don't
girls
have
are-
it.
So how are you gonna plan for that, yo? How are you gonna plan for that?
Yo, ignore you. The Lord
Yo.
got me still.
Are you the type that will get the daughter and behead her?
If I find out my thing is having a baby, that's the daughter, the baby's going back up the womb.
Do you hear
What are you
yourself?
gonna do? Shove it up, bro?
It's going
Probably
back up
duct
the
tape.
womb.
Start duct tape.
You guys are
Yo, Artest.
You guys are actually dirty. You guys are actually dirty.
Yo, out of order.
Not you guys. I'm not. I ain't part of
Do
this
you
yet.
hear
It's going to the
yourself?
womb, the fallopian tube, whatever
Like,
tube
sound
you
You
get
needs
can
to
do
be in
Back
it.
into
jail.
the egg.
I'm not gonna have a daughter still.
No, you're going to sound.
Why, bro? Yeah, I plan to have 4 boys and 3 girls. Like,
Why so specific?
Something
I want
came
7,
out.
bro.
I'm just gonna stick with whatever the Lord gives me. I'm gonna hug still.
Yeah,
So if
same
it's
here.
if it's 5
but still,
youths,
if
then
I'm
5
a-
youths it is. If it's 3 youths, it's 3 youths it is. I don't
I
care
Yeah.
what.
like it, but like I just want to have a
You
daughter.
prefer to have
Yeah,
boys,
yeah, I prefer. But if I have a daughter, then glory
do
to
you?
God.
Do you let's unpack it. So do you think it's because of how you see women get treated, or how you treat women, where you're
I
fear someone would do that to your daughter?
It's a combination of many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would
It could
say
be
so.
the way. It could be the household of which the daughter has been grown inside of. Because, sometimes it could be the daughter having no dad, which is like, I would say 70% of the time. Sucks to say, but it's true.
70%.
I would say
That's
that.
a high percentage.
But it is. There's
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
it's
baby
that high.
mamas out here.
Is it in the black community or?
It's just in general. It could be anything. It could be that. It could be there's no mother around. It could be the upbringings of the parents, like how the parents like raised their kid on a certain way. Maybe the parents are raising the kid properly, but because the kid is so in a box and they see something new out there, it's like crazy to them, so like they just want to go wild. So it's a combination of everything. I can't say it's just one thing. It can be anything.
But
Peer pressure, all that.
But how confident are you, all of you guys in the room, in how you're gonna raise your offsprings,
Oh, I'm hella confident.
right? So if
hella.
we're all hella confident and
Hell.
we're all focused, that means having a daughter or a son shouldn't matter. You're gonna raise them right.
Exactly.
I can bring the way how my parents brought me up, but I think all girls go through a rebellious stage.
So you just fear that
So
rebellious
guys-
stage.
We all go to
No,
rebellious
we're not on the same level.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I feel like, if anything, parents should worry more about like men's sex drive when they're teens. Like, y'all are worse than the girls. You're the
What do you-
ones
what-
pressuring them.
What do you mean?
Wait,
Nothing.
wait, wait,
Uh,
50-50.
It's it's a
What?
50-50.
Sure?
Yeah.
Listen, let's
And what, in the
put it
teens?
this way.
Sure.
Let's put it this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You can say we're pressuring, but the only person who opens that door is you.
Facts.
It's
Technically.
not always the case though.
Well, but I'm saying, I'm not saying
Nah.
all the time, but realistically, you can't say we're pressuring a female. Because no guys, I'm not saying it happens all the time, but no guy is really gonna put a gun to a girl's head and say, "Open it up." Let's be realistic.
Apart from
That's a
rape.
pimp.
And apart from rape, other than rape, and rape is understandable,
And
totally
a
That's a
understandable.
pimp or some
And a
shit.
pimp too.
Or a pimp. But realistically, it's up to
You're
the
talking about
comfortability
consensual adults.
of comfortability between you and the male individual that within time, sometimes it could be in 2 months, 3 months, a week, a year, but gradually depending on the vibe you have with that individual, you're gonna open up. Can
my
you
guy-
say
free
it's
my guy
peer
R. Kelly.
pressure? No, I'm just saying you can't.
You can say that for yourself.
No,
Time out.
Yo, throw the doormat for you, nigga. What the hell? That's a point. Red flag, red flag. Throw him out.
Red card.
That way.
Red flag, yo.
Nah, G.
Ejected.
Bad joke. That was a bad joke.
I'm
That was a
sorry.
bad joke.
Consensual.
We've already discussed this.
The committee has
We've already discussed this, but I don't know. I think
Innocent.
as of late, I feel like some of this, like stuff that's going on with the females, like mindset. I think it's this hot girl summer thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's like I'm hearing different definitions. I'm hearing just to be slaying it from hair to toe.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, I've asked. I literally personally asked about 20 girls, what is the real definition of hot girl summer? And not all of them are the same. Every one of them is different.
It's gonna be different for each girl. It's mainly just about like women's empowerment. Like you're just doing you this summer, like whatever your definition of you is.
What does that mean?
It's whatever you want it to mean. That's the thing.
What do you think it means? What is your...
Like-
Hold on.
For
I
me
got the
personally?
Urban Dictionary. Coach Meg, aka Meg The Stallion, the creator of Hot Girl Summer, said it best. Hot Girl Summer is about just being you, having fun, is turning up, driving the boat, and not giving a damn about what nobody got to say.
Did you memorize that before you came here?
No, I
she
just
tweeted
looked it up.
Exactly what
She
said.
tweeted it literally.
So, like, what does that mean, like... And you're, as a female, what does that mean to you?
It's just like doing me essentially. Like it's not really changed from what I do outside of summer. Like I'm pretty independent. I don't really look to anyone to kind of make my day or whatever. Like men come and go, right? So like if you need attention, it is always there. It's not really hard to get. But yeah, no, I'm just doing me.
So you're
Just doing
living your
whatever.
best life.
Just doing whatever.
I feel like you're holding back, but...
Huh?
I feel like you're holding back your definition a little bit, but...
What do you mean?
You know, I just...
She's playing with her fingers and shit.
Yeah, I feel like...
Trying to play the fifth.
You're
What do you
basically
mean
holding back the
holding back?
definition of what like you really mean.
So what
That's
what do
I
you
feel
what do
about
you
it.
think it means?
Yeah, like what do you think it means?
I feel like
Please, really unpack
I
this.
feel like hot girl summer means to females is basically play guys, be kind of loose with yourself, and just fuck with probably as many guys as you can in a way, in some kind of way.
And sadly, that is some women's viewpoint.
I mean, it
But
sucks.
for the most part, I think a lot of women have it like correct. Like they read, what Megan said and everything, and it just means to do you. Like even if you have a man, like no one's excluded. So
What?
Wait, you can have a man and have hot girl summer?
Wait, hold on.
you can.
Oh, so you could be in a relationship and have a hot girl summer?
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Oh,
Yes.
please unpack
We
this.
are recording.
Is that not what Megan is doing right now? Does she not have a man? Is she
No,
not
she would say
still-
most of these
Give me
women,
hands.
most of these women who promote these single trends, they're in relationships. They're capping. They're like getting you guys all riled up and having y'all.
And excited.
Yeah, it's like when Beyonce made all my single ladies and over here with Big Nose Jay-Z chilling. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Relax.
What about Summer Walker?
Well,
Girls
what-
Need Love?
That's a
What she
banger
do?
song.
It literally is a bang her song.
Yeah. Oh, you still. But yeah, I just feel like I don't know, man. It's not.
So what?
I'm not trying to hot girl summer, but
So if a girl wanted to do some hot girl summer shit with you, you're turning her down because you're not a fan.
Do you think I'm gonna be in a hot girl summer? She's gonna be my hot boy summer.
Yeah, I was about to say there are such thing as hot boys too.
What is?
I
Please
know hot boy
Google.
summer.
Please Urban Dictionary the definition of hot boy. I want to hear this. I don't
it's
know.
just what the women do, except substitute women for men. Like it's the same thing.
So just.
So why can't we
free up
just have
I
yourself.
feel like it's the same thing as long as you're just being respectful.
Why is this shit even a thing now?
Why is what?
Why is it even a thing?
This? The
Yeah.
hot girl, hot boy stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just because Megan blew up, right? The phrase blew up. And then, of course, guys couldn't take seeing women actually having fun with something, so they turned it into a competition with the whole city
And we're
boys
up.
versus city girls thing.
And we're up.
Nah,
Who's up 1,000 points and
I think it's because girls are trying to be on the level of guys. In some ways,
like, how do you mean?
Unpack that.
like they see how we're able to do whatever we want. Maybe like smash this girl and that girl. You know what I mean? And they want to level up on us. Girls always want to try this 50-50 thing. You know what I mean? Like it's equal.
rights.
Equal
I
rights
see what you're
thing.
saying. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I guess it's hot girl summer to try and make it a competition. And not us making a hot boy summer competition with you girls, because it's always been a hot boy summer. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Always. Huh?
What you trying to
We
say?
don't have no winners.
It's a hot boy lifetime.
We don't have no winners.
You know what I mean? But you girls
It's a hot boy century.
No spring. Sorry.
But to me, you girls are trying to get on the same level playing field, but at the same time you guys are damaging yourself. You know what I mean? That's not a good look on you guys. That's my opinion.
So are men damaging themselves too, since the women?
Yeah,
Do
we
you
do.
hear
So
this?
I'm not gonna lie. We
How does
don't
that
tell you
work?
why.
How
I'll tell you
does
why.
that
In which
work?
part?
I'll tell you why. We can compare men as houses and females as cars. As soon as you take a female off the car, a lot, and use her a lot, it's just mileage. Men, we always appreciate it. There's no depreciation with us.
Wow.
That was
Wow. Fucking dog.
the worst thing I've heard.
Yo, nigga, you.
Yo,
Like, how long has that been, like, sitting in your stomach?
Yo,
You're just waiting to just
Yo.
Yo, you know what?
Wow.
You know when you make Jamaican like
Yo.
supper and you have to
Hold
wait
on,
like a day to
Hold on.
get it prepared.
Yo, man.
He had that, I feel like this guy was like he was looking in the clouds and reflecting, and that was actually creative. I wasn't even thinking that.
That was deep, bro.
Damn, that was
Deep.
true.
Yo, this.
That was
Yo.
deep.
Yo, hold on. Arthur, everything is good, yo. Everything
Nah,
is
he's
good.
not
No.
testing me, bro. He's meta world peace. He's meta world peace, bro.
Meta world toxic, like
Meta
what?
world peace.
Yo, see, yo.
I got hurt.
Now y'all know I don't want to have a daughter, bro.
Why?
Not her, man. I just look at how it is.
Damn, dog.
Have you been hurt before, though?
Of course I have.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna
Like,
go
how
through-
many times?
Not a lot.
Are you
So,
trying
like,
to
more
unpack
than
this
three?
guy's leg, Fred?
So, like, more than three?
I'm trying
If you're
Like,
trying,
more
if
than
you're trying to do this,
I
you
feel like he has a
win.
strong heat to women, you know?
Huh? He's what?
He has a strong heat towards women.
No, I don't.
I don't
In a
think
weird
you
way,
kinda-
in a
you
weird
kinda
way.
sound like it, right?
In a weird way.
A little
How?
bit.
How?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That
you
whole
guys-
that
Nigga,
whole
you just
explanation
said-
You guys are reaching, huh?
He just said.
But you guys know me explaining.
Alright, fine. I'll
Guy, we don't really use or lose value in smashing bare girls. In fact,
Yeah, you do. I'm just saying.
says you. By
Oh,
It's commonly said.
Okay, now I get the context. Now I get you're talking in the context of sex. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
sex.
Not women and men in general.
Really?
You girls,
Y'all are a
no.
million times worse. Okay. Yeah.
Women like guys that are attracted by a lot of girls.
Facts.
That's
Women like
facts, huh?
guys that-
You
Women
guys
like guys
always
that
want.
attract a lot of
Yeah,
girls.
you guys always want the highest value male. You know what I mean?
A lot of women have ugly boyfriends. I don't know about that.
No.
I really don't know about that.
But they have something that probably a cute boy needs to develop on.
No, because we tend to look past like looks.
No, I don't think he's talking about
Most of
looks.
the
I
time.
think he's talking about value. Right? Is what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Overall
value.
value, not looks.
So,
So-
when you say value, like
Like girls always want the guys that guess the girls. Like the girls always are attracted to.
It's
Like a
it's
player?
it's.
Call it how you want to call it.
It could be a player. It could be back in the caveman and hunter-gatherer days. The guy who hunts the most boars.
or just gets okay. So it's like
Yes.
getting the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of what's to
So no
okay.
matter if he's smashing bare girls, you know what I mean, they're still gonna want him at the end of the day, right? And you've seen it, like girls will take back a guy that cheats on them. I'm not saying
Those
guys
are
don't do that
funny.
too, But
Yeah, those the ones with low self-esteem. Yeah.
you can say that too. But once you meet a guy that you know is able to get your heart and everything like that, you'll be the same way. Doesn't even matter about low self-esteem. It's about you say that no, but I've seen girls like you just
That's cloud or something.
yeah.
Like Vanessa Bryan going back to Kobe.
Or Kobe had to keep her man. She's
Even
cheaper.
if she was about to ruin him. What are you talking about? She was gonna ruin him.
She was gonna ruin him,
She
yeah.
was gonna ruin him.
Yeah, with the lawsuit.
Yeah, like he would
Taking
have.
3 houses. And
She would have won that.
She wasn't in me. She
Well,
wasn't
I'm
in the
just saying,
gym.
compare that to a girl that's smashing every other dude and you know what I mean like that. Yeah, we'll take the girl, but we're not gonna wife her. I'm not gonna wife her. Are you guys?
You do know that women can just lie about their body count, right? If that's what
Oh,
you're concerned
trust me,
I
we've
know.
learned
And
that
you will
ladies
never-
lie about a
You
lot of
will
things.
never be able to tell whether or not she's telling you the truth.
But
That's true.
here's the question.
But it's still depreciated.
The
But you
question.
don't-
Still
you'll never know
depreciated,
that.
huh?
Like you'll never know that.
But okay, so here's the thing. I'm happy that a female perspective is here. We will never know. You said we will never know if a girl is telling us the truth about her sex, game, drive, life, whatever. Correct? But why is certain females so like demanding, so like so into wanting to know exactly what a guy does and gets upset if a guy, I would say, holds back at the end of the story. But a female can hold back and a guy can't say anything about it, if you don't mind me asking. If you see where I'm coming from. So say, for example, I ask you about how much guys you've had sex with, and you hold back. How would you feel if it was reversed? If I told you not the full count of how much I had, but I told you half of it and then you found out it was a lie? How would you respond to that?
Truthfully, it wouldn't even bother me that much, honestly.
Okay.
It's not about quantity, it's just about you being safe. Like
Mhm.
you can have 100 bodies, but like, and yeah, you know what, it is kind of nasty, but it's like if you've been safe, like you get tested regularly,
Okay.
you use protection, like
Yeah.
I can't be mad at you.
Okay.
You know, you could be like some of these dudes out here who smash on the first night raw
Okay.
or just smash constantly. Like it's just
Okay.
so
No, I have to ask because you see where I don't know if you guys understand where I'm coming from, but there's a lot of females who get upset if you, as you said in a couple podcasts before, leave some stories out. Remember when certain girls
Half-truths.
like half truth. Remember?
I said that.
No, you didn't say it in this particular, but you know when people like leave certain stories out, and then when they find out later, the girl gets upset. But if it's in reverse now, like should be like, oh, I just didn't want to tell, and you have to kind of like the guy has to kind of accept that in a sense where you don't want to get mad at her. But if it was reversed, she'll call you like a liar, a fraud, with all that stuff. That's why I had to ask that type of question because it's happened. I've seen it. You know, I've witnessed it. So I had to ask that question. So that's just
okay.
I have to put it out there.
Fair enough. But yeah, all this stuff is just like,
What?
it's like,
It's mind blowing.
yeah, it's like, it's a different type of concept, yo. I really don't really care about all that stuff, whether a girl is living her hot girl summer, or all that bullshit.
But you don't want to be on the depth chart though.
No, I don't want to be on the depth chart. I don't want to be on that end of the hot girl summer. You can do your thing. Do it over there. Go on with your bad self. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Shawty. But nah, for to partake or be involved, I'm not involved. You know.
Like, so yo, if you're a hot girl summer, what are you in the winter time?
Bro,
What are you? What are you?
That's a good question though. Low-key, that's a good
Nah, serious
question.
thing,
It's a
though.
good question. If you really
Seriously.
think about it, girls always talk about the hot girl summer.
Yeah,
So
like, you
what
want
are
to be
they
confident in the
involved?
summertime, but what about the winter?
But
Like, you're afraid to be, you know what I mean, bold in the winter?
Nah,
When it's
wintertime
cold and
wo-
hard and, you know what I
wintertime
mean?
they're cuffed because they don't want to be at the bus stop, so they have to find a nigga to drive them around still.
Because that Uber in the winter is expensive, baby.
Yeah, most of these.
Expensive.
Or wearing your mink coat, like, what are you guys in the winter time?
Just cold girls.
I'm telling you, women just get cuffed in the wintertime. That's just how it is. That's why what I tell you guys, two podcasts ago, like, you know, I'm out to this dating game, yo, because girls are just wilding right now.
Too much.
This is too much for me. Yeah. I don't want to.
Why you guys think I have like a negative view on women, man?
Who is negative on women? Mr. House and Land and Car. What the fuck is you talking about?
I'm a very nice guy, man. I'm a very nice guy, you know?
You are a nice guy. I'll vouch for him. He is a nice guy.
I don't know too.
Sometimes too nice. In the air.
No. Just to clear it up.
Woman defender.
Just to clear it up. I'll shoot you some bail. Just to clear it up. He was talking about sex. Sex. He wasn't talking about women in general.
I'm just saying guys and girls aren't equal. That's all I'm saying.
Nigga, I'm trying to bail you.
Wait, define that though.
We're not equal, bro.
Huh?
Like what?
As in, like, men are, like, higher to you? Like,
Are you sure?
higher
Are you sure you want to go this?
Yo, you're recording
if you're
our
scared to
test.
say this,
You are recording our
if you're
test.
scared to see this is why you're part of the problem.
No. I'm just saying. Are you ready?
You're mad?
I'm not saying that.
Yo, he's speaking gospel right now.
I preach it.
What is the show called? Man don't care. So
No, boys, don't be disrespectful in this moment. Yo. My brother is
It's at the pulpit.
Oh, it is, bro.
At the end of the day,
This is important.
at the end of the
All
day,
right. Go off,
at the
yo.
end of the day,
Yo, he's having his Madison Square Garden game, yo.
Sermon time.
Clear.
Sermon
Man
time.
is always the lead.
Isolation.
Man
Go.
always lead the house. Would you follow a guy that can't lead?
I would want him to lead sometimes, but not primarily.
I'm not saying primarily, but
That's what you're making it sound
That's what
like.
you said.
Oh my god, thank you. Like,
I said fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he make it
that's
sound
what you're
like.
making it sound
But
like.
we're always gonna be a leader. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
but why you say that though?
Why do I say that?
You're always gonna be a leader? Why?
Of course.
Well, we
I'm not
wouldn't
saying my
do
woman
that.
can't.
Do you
I'm
want
not
to be
saying my
with
girl
a
can't give me
soft
advice. But in the day, we're meant to lead.
A female can give you advice.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
Of course she can. She give me advice. And I'm saying
I-
we are the leaders. You
I
look at a
kinda-
male. Look like a male lion.
I kind of
He's the
see
leader
what
of
he's
the pack,
saying.
You know what I mean?
He said, regardless, even if we don't have the role to lead, it's always in us to lead.
You guys will never.
Okay.
Respect,
Even if you don't tell us we
Yeah.
should lead,
Okay.
And
your
the-
physical
you will never
mindset is
respect.
gonna say.
You would never.
But how
respect
did that
if
come about, though?
your
Are you
man
saying?
can't lead you never respect him.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Well, yeah, I need him to do whatever I'm able to do. So yeah, he
Yeah,
needs to be able to.
if he was a walkout, like just a doormat, like we say, you know what I mean? You'd walk all over him. You know what I mean?
Some women like doormats. That's not like my thing personally, but
No, it's just a control thing, I feel. But
men control
it's not
more
your
women
thing.
than
But it's not
vice
your
versa.
thing, though, right?
He's unpacking some stuff. He's
What?
unpacking.
It's not your thing, right?
No.
To have a guy you can, exactly. So you like guys that are like more alpha, can lead. You know, and stuff.
But that's majority of
I
women,
guess.
though. That's
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
we're not equal.
that's where
You're still making it
is where you're
sound
gonna
like you're
lose people when you say we're not
That's-
equal.
That's what he's trying to say. Well, this is like confirming, you know, because
What?
we're recording right now.
No, bro, we're not recording it live. I don't care. I'll say it again. We're not equal.
Okay, you're wrong, but okay.
All right. Let me see. All right, who in here? Since we're going, fuck it, we're going there.
Huh?
We're diving in
God
deep
said you
end.
should
Do you
lead
think?
somebody,
Do you think women and men are equal?
I want to say we're equal to a certain degree.
Jeez.
Yo, stop. Yo,
To a certain. No, I said. No. Hold on.
Yo, chill, yo, chill.
We are equal in a certain
Isolation.
degree.
Isolation.
You know the answer, bro. We are equal in a certain degree.
And this is why I said, like, yo, we can smash as much girls as we want and we'll still be high value.
No, I
To some, majority of the time.
But that's what I'm
but
saying.
Girls smashing a lot of dudes is not going to be high value.
What I'm saying
So how's it
is,
equal?
I'm looking at all aspects. We are equal in the sense that we're all on the planet. We all have to work. We all have to do that stuff. That's what I'm saying. We are equal because we all have to work.
Break it down. Break it down.
Right?
Break it down.
When it
for
comes
me.
to, we all have to work, regardless.
Bro,
Girl or boy, we still have to
We're
work.
not equal, man.
But what I'm saying is, we're equal to a certain degree. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like,
We're trying to be equal, but we're not.
well, when it comes at the end of the day, obviously, from what I see, the man is always gonna be the top just because of the generations that have gone before, the history, the ancestries,
The Adam and Eve.
you know, from all those times, regardless
Patriarchy.
if it was Adam and Eve or whatever religion people believe, it was always the male that always is rather led the town, led the city, led the family, led the youth, led whatever, the community. It was always that
certain individual that was a male dominant that took something to the next level, right? And obviously the female was behind the male because, you know, any strong man always has that strong woman behind him, right? But I'm not going to say that, oh, men are all the way up there and the girls are down there, because women are still working. Women are still out there grinding, working hard. You know, there is some type of level of like
Equality.
a little bit of equality. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, all the men would be working and all the girls would be at home doing nothing. But there's women out there driving school buses and TTCs and doing all these incredible things, entrepreneurship, all these stuff. Women are doing it too. So we can't say, oh, it's just like men is daring, woman is down there. That's wrong.
So Elvis,
That's what I'm saying, to a certain degree.
Talking the workforce, that's different.
No, I'm just
no,
saying
but all right. So, but what are you saying?
in general?
In general?
But like, it's like
All right, cool. In general,
like equal, man.
Elvis, what about you?
I don't think we're equal, but we're trying to be equal. I feel that like we've always been at the top. Women are trying. Society's trying to, you know, push
Balance it out.
Yeah. But like, don't fall for this equality shit because yo, let's be realistic, yo. We're trying to, but we're not.
So are you for? Are you, since you?
I'm being honest though.
Well, are you for it though? Since you say society's
I'm
trying
for
it.
equality.
Okay,
I'm for
fair enough.
equality. It's gonna take a while to, you know, reach that point, but.
Mr. Chris Cross.
Yo, hell no. We're not equal at all. No, it's facts. I'll even go on a deeper level because, yo, let's go back to a topic we spoke about. If we're having sex with bare girls, well, when or if, I don't want to say we're having sex with guys, my opinion. Just saying. But, like, if we're having sex with a lot of girls, like what my boy artist said, they're not going to be calling us a hoe. They'll be wanting to be with us. Right, but if it's vice versa, for the girl and she's having sex with a lot of men, you know, everybody, even the girls will call you out. Right?
True.
Yeah, so like
True.
when you say equal, like I can look in the deeper level in the painful side and say we're not equal based on that. You know what I mean? So
actually, yeah, you know, when you put it like that, yeah, no, we're never gonna be equal just because of that disconnect that society has made. Like men are always gonna be seen as more able. They're gonna be seen as more successful at leading. You know, they're more likely to get a job over us and all that other shit. So yeah, you guys are right.
And in a sense where it's like women want the man to lead. That's why a lot of women want mans to have the car, the house, all this stuff. I'm not saying all the girls, but most girls or half of the girls just want to just lodge. They just want to just CGI themselves in that life that the man is living. You're not gonna have the woman all the time. I'm not saying it can't happen, but you're not gonna have that woman that's gonna have the most money, the better car than the man, and the man doing that all the time.
So basically,
compared to the woman that will see the guy and be like, oh, he has a boat, he has a yacht, he has all this. I'm gonna talk to him.
So basically, you're on to something that I was discussing with my friends the other day. Like, do women date down? That's pretty much what you're saying. They don't date down. Men will, like, for example, will fucking if Halle Berry was living in a cardboard box, we'll date her.
Yeah, it's because women are seen as like, it's like we're supposed to be ride or dies. So that's why a lot of women date down, because it's like, if you...
No, they don't date down.
You said they don't date down? I disagree.
So you would date someone who earns less than you, who's just stays at home playing video games, or just wash dishes for a living?
A lot of women do that currently, because it's like, people look at us as having that like ride or die mentality, like I said. So it's like we're like expected to stick through all the bad times, you know, when you guys are broke and dusty and, you know, pretty much useless. Otherwise, we're seen as like gold diggers or just some
what if
dumb
they
shit
started
like that.
off as broke? How would you approach a broke man?
Would I approach a broke man? Me, I would never, not in this life or the next, approach a
So you don't date
Okay,
down.
so let's say a broke man approaches you, and he's good looking, but his bank account is, you know, smaller than some people's mentality. But
I'm
all
supposed to stay
facts.
just because he's good looking? Like,
But so you're going for the money then?
But yo,
That's what you're kind of telling me
No,
there.
I'm
Not money,
if
security.
he's broke and he's good looking, like, I'm saying, like, I don't care if he's
Okay.
good looking. Like, he's still
Hold on.
broke.
Broke with a
So-
personality.
Broke with a person. It depends. Like, if we met from when we were kids. Like, no, like, new? Like,
Broke with a personality. You see that because you hear what you're saying. You're kind of like
Adding-
you're kind of
qualifier.
putting a chest
Qualifier.
on something.
Okay,
You're
okay.
like, well,
Is that
if
adding a
I known
qualifier?
him for a
Okay, no.
while, then,
No,
but I'm talking about in general. If a man
So yeah,
came
women,
to you,
women don't date down. That's
That
what I'm
is
saying.
No,
women,
I'd say-
women
I
I'd
don't
say
mean,
they
personally-
do still.
Yes, they
I'd say
do.
sometimes.
Some do.
Why I
date
say
down.
that-
How?
Why I say that is
You want to
because
have that power.
yeah, they see potential in dude and they want to change him.
That's not dating down.
He's dating down.
That's not. I'm talking down.
That's
Like
not
for
dating
like for
down.
example, there's a
and
different.
why too? Because the guy doesn't put them on a pedestal. I feel.
No, there's a difference between dating down is not like.
Potential in dude.
Listen. Dating down is not like, oh, this chick is gonna date fucking. What's the Apple guy? What's the created Apple?
Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs, because he was working on an app in the garage, so she dates down for a while because she knows the potential that he's gonna be a millionaire or something. That's not dating down, because if you see a
that's
potential
dating
there,
progress.
if you see a potential there, that means that's dating up, because you're like, oh, I'm planning he's gonna do something in his life that's bigger than what I'm doing. Dating down is like you're a fucking CEO and you meet a waitress who's 30, doesn't plan on going to college. She's just gonna waitress and live her rest of her life, but she's bad, and you just save her from the waitress life.
Apply that. Reverse that. How would that apply to girls?
Apply that. Okay, this fucking Oprah fucking dating a busboy at Moxie's.
That's a good.
But yo,
Stedman still have to do some
So
shit
what,
out here in
she's
these
on a-
streets.
So what? She's on a higher platform than
Higher
the guy?
platform, higher social value, monetary value, whatever you want to call it, and she choose to hey, I don't see you doing nothing in your life, but you're cute, and dates the guy.
It kind of sounds
So-
like the cougar
So you're saying
mentality.
women don't do that?
Like if they're cougar, like she just mentioned, yeah, but in like if we're in the same age or same dating range,
Even like
no,
between,
women
2
not
years
gonna.
apart,
There's no
3 years
woman.
apart.
Women not gonna date down. Women don't do that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't do that shit.
some women do
Some
because
women do.
some broke men give to women what rich men can't. You know what I mean? Like
Dick.
think about it. Well,
Laughter,
um,
personality,
and praise. Like your broke men can praise women up, right? Like you're this status, I'm here to support you. While if it was a rich man, you're trying to support him.
Oh,
Think about it. Like
okay. Correction. The only time they date down is when they fly a nigga out from another country to give them a
bro,
green card.
please. You
That's
don't
the
want
only
to think
time.
like a man, dog. Come on, dog.
Whoa, which character in Think Like a Man?
Michael Ealy, the chef.
Oh yeah.
Chef.
yeah.
He's a chef. He's gonna
But
plan
he
to
was
own
no
his
chef.
restaurant. That's not dating down. You're not hearing me.
Huh?
He started making money.
Yeah, but she didn't wait. She only came to him when he started making money.
And that's my point. If dating down there's zero potential. I don't see you doing nothing, but you're fucking cute. You have a fat ass. Just have my kids. That's dating down.
Yeah, it sounds like something more men would do.
Yeah, men do that. Like fucking Pretty Woman.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen that movie? That's dating down. She's a fucking prostitute. Took her off the street. That's it. Ain't no.
So you're saying men date down and women don't?
Women don't, bro. They don't.
So is
Still
that a
think
good?
women do.
Is that a
They-
W for women or W or L for men?
Oh, both.
It's an L for men.
It's a L. It's a definite.
It's an L for men, and I'll explain why.
Yeah, it's an
Because
L
that
for
means we don't value or have standards for ourselves. If you move like women move, the game will change,
So then
bro.
why do we complain when women are gold diggers?
Ain't nobody complain about women being gold
Yeah, but
diggers.
you're saying she doesn't.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why are we complaining that women are gold diggers?
Because
Do you complain
If
about
we're
women?
giving
women?
them praise for not dating down.
Huh?
If we're not giving them praise for dating down.
No, there's a difference between just dating because of personality and just dating because he got money.
Okay, but if a woman dates down, wouldn't that be for personality?
Hmm?
I feel like, bro.
But they don't do it at all. That's what my point. They don't do it.
I feel like it's 50-50 to be honest.
It ain't even 50-50. If you find a woman out there, let me know her. That date down.
If you really think about it, it's actually 50-50. Like, there's a bunch of people that date down.
Yeah.
You know, it all depends on the person. You know.
it all depends on the individual that steps into their life that brings something
Yeah.
different to the table. Because it also bases off experience.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who dated people that have money and up, but their person. It just goes back to like what we were saying. Would you date somebody that's like body and stuff is like a 9, but their personality is like a 3, 4? Or would you date a girl that's like a 5, but her personality is like a 8, like a 9?
That's Elvis expertise.
You know what I'm saying? No, but it's true. It's in that aspect. Like, there's a lot of people that date people that used to date people that were like up there in status and all that stuff, but their personality was garbage. Probably the sex wasn't great, or the intimacy or the intellect wasn't there. But they date somebody that's underneath them that fulfills them in a sense where it's like they give them that love, they give them that admiration, they actually support them, and they may not be doing big like the person that they're dating, but you know, they add something that builds them to want to make more money in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it really, like Igwe is right. There is a difference. There is a balance between the two, but I would say girls treat guys I think guys and girls treat girls like phones. Always want to upgrade.
I have a question. Do you guys date down or up?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I was gonna ask. Let's see it right now.
I date progress.
Elvis?
So you don't date down.
You date up.
I date progress.
Yeah, that's
Are you
up.
asking us or like?
Yeah, you.
Depends, man. It depends on the person.
I date
yo.
progress.
I like that question. It depends on the person, to be honest.
Have you
Like,
ever?
what is that girl giving you that you're missing? You know what I mean?
No, I'm just talking in general. Like, do you date down? Like,
Have you ever dated someone
yeah, I have
down?
dated down.
Okay. Elvis, you ever dated down?
I have dated.
Artes?
I didn't even know, to be honest with you. I had to think about that.
Have you ever been with a woman who was up on you?
Up on
Had
me?
had more than you to offer to the table, to bring to the table?
Yeah,
Okay, good job, sir.
yeah. I think I've done both.
How did you feel?
Oh, great.
It felt great, right?
Yeah, she taking care of me.
Yeah. No, it's nice, bro. I mean, shoot.
I had a crew to go to.
Had his
Car,
had.
pick you up.
Oh, you were Jody.
Great, man. Waking up in the morning, playing J. Cole and Drake, I hit it in the morning.
Holy smoke.
Bring my card, Jody.
Wow.
Put it on the crib.
Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. Wow.
Oh, are you, Drew?
I have dated both, but it was more of up, and I think it's just in a sense of I want someone to motivate me. In a sense, it's not more of a disrespectful thing. It's just like, if I'm here, I just want someone to, even if they're on the same page as me or even slightly lower than me, I just want to see some type of progression. Something that will say, yo, she's motivated on something and she's working towards it, and that will motivate me to be like, you know what, I see her progressing, I'm going to progress even more because of she's trying to make the progression. So
I agree.
it's more, it's just it's a progression thing with me. I don't care if it's like job, whatever, it's just progression.
I agree.
I can't lie. My pickiness changed the past year or two, where I can't date down. Nah, I can't do it that far down no more. Like, she has to have a trajectory that is gonna surpass mine's.
I'd say.
To be honest.
I agree, but I'd say, like he said, she has some type of potential.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like, dating down means there's no potential. There's nothing. You don't see it.
Mhm.
You don't.
Doesn't mean it's not there.
Doesn't mean it's not there, but you don't see it. That's the point of dating down. Like, again, like I said, Pretty Woman, she's a prostitute, but I'm still gonna fucking wife her.
But you'll switch it up, though.
Is that dating
Yeah.
down though?
That is
Yeah.
dating down. That's the definition of dating. Dating
I'm
down.
talking about nowadays, dating a sex worker. Is that considered dating down?
Not well, not in no, not in Toronto,
No,
cause
yeah, a sex worker, someone that's like sells their body.
nah, not in.
Like Dave, personally, I wouldn't.
I can't do that.
I wouldn't.
No. Personally,
Like a girl that can match. I know it's bad, but a girl that can match my kills. I don't know.
I don't even think it's killed.
This nigga said match my kill. What the fuck are you?
Yo, honestly,
Oh yeah, Assassin's
because
Creed. Like,
It's not insecurity. It's like to the fact that I'm going to be with a girl that I knew that every man that I know may know another guy that fucked him. Be like, yo, your boy's dating my ex.
But to be honest with
Or-
you, but
man,
if you
who gives a
really-
fuck?
Like, it's a
but
pride
brother,
thing. Like, I can't do that.
realistically, there's no difference. Because even there's no difference between the sex worker and the girl from Jane.
There is.
Yeah, there is.
Not really.
Condo in Mississauga.
Brother, are you forgetting?
A condo in Mississauga.
No, but
Reflect.
that's, okay. Other than that, but
Other
the
than that's
sex
a
is-
big
no,
that.
but he's talking about the sex. He's talking about sex. There's no difference between the sex worker that has the condo and a girl from Jane that lives in co-op housing.
Yeah, there
What's the
is.
difference? What's the difference?
One is broke and one isn't.
That's what I'm
but
saying, bro.
no,
There's a
but we're
difference.
talking about sex.
And sex?
We're not talking about money. We're talking
But-
about sex.
But come on, like how many different?
Regin, if
But
the
obvi-
world's
but that's
small,
but
Toronto's
that's
small. Let's be realistic. If you're gonna talk about facts, let's be real. Toronto's small.
Come on.
Very small.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone interacts with everybody. So you're telling me that it's not similar? You're telling me that the sex worker and the person that lives on Finch is not similar?
no.
How?
It's just different, and you have to.
How?
And what you guys have to understand,
How?
just to clarify, sex work don't mean they have to have sex with people. Just to
that's-
clarify
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Just to the general public
but
who's
he-
watching that who thinks we're dumb.
He was
Um,
talking about having body counts. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah. So and to continue on that, like, shit, I lost my train of thought. What were you saying again?
You're saying about like it's sex work is not about like sex. It's like it like just
You said sex work is not necessarily about selling your body.
yeah.
Oh, with the Jane. Okay, with the
Yeah,
Jane
the Jane
and yeah. So there is a difference there, like. For example, if a woman is a sex worker, and chances are she's more cleaner than somebody who just out here fucking. Reason why, just like how in the porn industry, which is a sex worker, she has to get tested like more than the girl on the Jane Strip, right? So there's a difference. Also, when in terms of what just call it, in terms of pussy, like how many different type of pussy can you guys fuck? Like how different are there?
What do you mean? That
What's the difference level?
Oh, like is
More
there
like
like
a difference
What's the
between her
difference
pussy
level?
and her pussy?
Like, does it not feel the?
No. But say you fuck 10 girls.
One can be loose, one
No,
can be
so
tight.
no. Say you fuck 10 girls. How far the difference in the variance?
What, in terms of what, the sex?
The sex. How different the pussy itself? How different is it?
Like he said, one can be loose and one can be tight.
So that's 2.
And then
That's
there's
still a
also
difference.
the emotional connection or the
I'm not talking about no emotional connection. Just the body.
Alright, then
yeah, it's only one or
some
two.
can be loose, some can be tight, some can be
Two.
ugly, some can be nice.
2, 3, or 4. So my point is like that's already a given that
Some can be hairy,
It's not
some
gonna-
can be shaved.
yeah. So exactly. So it's like,
One can be pierced and one can be not.
That's 8.
yo, you out here fucking pierce
One's
pussy?
dark, one's light.
That's 10.
You guys are so dumb.
All right, fine. I can.
I have a feeling a man's gonna say one's gonna be pink, one's gonna be red.
I'll concede that.
You guys are really
Fully, bro.
I just have a feeling. I'm just gonna throw it out there because I know a man's gonna say that. A man's gonna say, "Yo, one can be pink and one can be red." Oh shit! So let's see what you
Roast beef.
One smells good and one doesn't, bro.
Yeah, we just give you 14, bro.
All right, fine. I concede that point. Okay, I changed my point. Fine.
Damn,
You guys are- you guys are-
click through the girl, right? You guys click 100%.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that she's a sex worker. You would not do it.
off it.
Or she has a high body count. You wouldn't.
All right. All right.
Serious?
All right. I'm gonna call.
High
Yo.
body count.
I agree.
Okay. Wait. So wait. Would you guys sleep with a sex worker?
You
Yo,
wouldn't
Hold up.
care, right?
nah, it's sex, like, you know. Word.
So would you sleep
As
with
long
a?
as, like, you know, they keep like they're
You'd what?
clean.
Exactly.
It all depends.
I think it is the porn star, right? It's the
Yeah, I would probably if I liked her. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yo, ratings. Yo. I'll give you that from here, bro. I'll give you that from here, yo. You fucking judgmental motherfuckers. All right. So let me ask you this: would you guys fuck a sex worker then?
By the way,
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah, you did her. What? She
Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
Yo,
I wouldn't need her.
they're getting
No,
so
fuck.
Much, yo, they're getting so much money.
It's not about the money, brother.
Not even that, just because the
I
money,
agree.
like their mindset to do that thing, to sell like your body.
They're fucked.
To sell your body, it's like yo, you have to be like a true hustler. Like you have to like want money.
Nigga, it's-
You wouldn't want that type of energy around you.
But the way media music is
Yo,
right now, it's
But
easier.
yo, if you're seeing someone like
It's
your
different.
partner
Yeah.
and they're getting so much money, wouldn't that want like make you want to level up?
But yo, why can't I get one that values herself and it's still
No, I'm
hustling?
just talking about sex.
No, we just talking about sex, like in
I
general.
wouldn't.
They kind of all have that mentality. Actually,
Nah.
most of them have that mentality.
I wouldn't date a sex worker still.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not in your nature, Ella.
I wouldn't even date a former sex worker.
Say it.
Or a reform one. Come on, man. She reformed though.
Transcript fam. Yo, that shit can never be erased. Permanent.
You can't delete it. Control alt delete.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm not seeing any of you, but imagine like.
Kanye West is a strong man.
Yeah, it is.
Bro,
Yes.
it depends. It depends on the level of. It depends, yo. I can't rule nothing out because I'm not
Yeah, I feel like-
presented there.
Yo, imagine
It depends,
you have, like,
bro.
a high body count,
What? Yeah.
and it balances out.
What?
Yo, a female would love a man with a high
What's this fusion?
That's why I said we're not equal.
Nah,
loves
I don't
that.
think all women like.
Yo, the
Bro,
majority.
Yo, some women
You
don't
can
like
go
that.
poll right now. Yo, my
What kind of poll is this?
Yo, I don't know.
Yo, like our just mentioned earlier.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Man,
No,
girls, they love they love it. They want to be with that guy.
I feel like girls like.
They don't want a guy that is like inexperienced and shit like that.
It's true. Or lazy.
You also don't want the same thing, right?
No, but you guys
Oh.
want a man
I mean-
that all women seek for. You guys like competition.
You're
You guys
the
like
hot seat
competing with
now.
each other. I mean,
No, I disagree.
Maybe not you in particular, but females.
Or how about this? Would you date a sex worker?
You know what?
The gigolo.
It depends,
That's
honestly. It just depends on the connection, honestly.
The
That's what I'm
vibes.
saying. Bro,
The vibes.
bro. If God gives you that frequency that you find in that person that has that vibes, who are you to stop?
God ain't giving you no
Yo,
strippers. God ain't giving you no
Shut up, yo.
Yo, take the doormat, bro.
doormat, bro.
Yo, God is not giving you no strippers.
You're-
Stop
you're-
it.
you're-
No wonder you hiding, man.
If I can find someone to give me knowledge for me to
Bro,
grow, I'm a girl.
If God has given me that amber rose that I can blossom with,
God
like,
did not give you that, bro.
Yo, get up.
Yo,
like, you know what I
bring
mean?
God into this, bro.
Actually, no. 'Cause
Huh?
That way.
Huh?
You're escorted.
I love.
Huh?
I love when she was
Security.
with when she was with 21 Savage. I love that. Like
Who,
Amber,
Ambrose?
Amber,
Who?
yeah, and
And
21
and
Savage.
she had him hold up a.
It was like, oh
a
my
sign?
god, I was
The
just
slut
so,
walk
it's
shit,
so
right?
supportive. Like
You love
it's
that
so,
shit?
I like when we were together. Yeah.
It's a doormat for them.
No, he was not.
So what is Savage?
Yeah, that sign was kind of wild. Still, I
I'm
wouldn't do
not
that.
sure, honestly.
It's only wild.
All I heard was rumors.
Yeah, the sign is only wild if he doesn't believe what he's saying. Like, what's on that board, you know?
No, but
if
like.
he believes it, then. It's not
Anybody-
really-
But he didn't because he wasn't at
held
the
it.
he wasn't at the slut
yeah,
walk
not
no
any
more.
man would do that, and he wasn't ashamed either. Like,
Yeah, but he broke up with her for a reason.
what was the reason? I
I
honestly
don't know. My
It's
guess
all
is that.
speculation.
What do you think it would? You
We
think
she cheated on him or something.
did she?
I'll say that, yo. If I break up
I see.
if I break up with a girl and 6 months or to a year later she's pregnant, yeah, she cheated.
Amber Rose is
Was
pregnant.
it 6 months?
Like
That
a
was
6
longer.
month to a year
That
or
was
something.
longer.
Amber Rose is pregnant.
Oh, that
Well,
shit.
still,
Yeah.
I'm talking about when they were together. Still,
yeah,
when there was no
she's pregnant now.
problems. I like them together.
Self listening.
Yeah, yo, she gets around, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's a good man.
Her buddy, her choice.
You know who I like
Nah.
together, bro? Yo, Nipsey Hussle, bro. Rest in peace, and Lauren London, bro. Yo, we have to give that shout out today, man. Rest in peace, Nip. Yo,
That's a
it's
real
marathon,
dude right there.
It's a
That
marathon.
guy right there, he was bona fide hood man.
Yeah, she was
Bona fide, like you could not take like the hoodness out that guy.
They
And he dated a reform girl.
A reformed
Reflect
girl.
on reflect on that.
Did he date down or date up when she was?
He dated
with
down.
Nipsey?
Nigga, she was with Lil Wayne. He definitely dated down. What?
Don't disrespect.
I'm not gonna disrespect Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne was around.
What?
Wait,
He was
Nipsey
around.
did it down?
Yeah,
That's easy.
Yes.
Yo, Nipsey,
but he did it up in a sense too. Because
dated-
how did he dig down?
Cause she was a Lil Wayne. That's for me. That's personal.
I'll say
Personal
this.
for me.
Wait, time out.
She was-
Personal
You're not
for me.
On Lil Wayne's level though.
No. I'm saying for me, like, if I'm a rapper on that level, I'm not taking Lil Wayne's sloppies, bro.
Leftovers.
No,
I get what
I'm not taking no rapper
but
sloppy.
at the
bro.
same time,
That's weird, man.
but if you
No.
really think about it though,
For me, it's
no, it's
Also,
it's weird because Lauren London, how's that dating down?
cause
Because she's with somebody else.
yeah. For me personally, I don't care about your body count. I don't care about your past whole life or whatever you talk about, whatever. But the only thing I care about is if it's somebody that I deem like, why would you give that nigga a chance, type of thing. Like I judge you based on that. That's for me personally. It's a flaw of mine that I have, and I just grow with it. You know.
It's a combination of dating down and dating up, because dating, everybody who dated Lil Wayne girl-wise was kind of like put in the back burner. Like, oh, it's Lil Wayne's leftover, this, and that. Because Lil Wayne, we already know Lil Wayne's a freaky man still.
Man, was
like
fucking...
a real freaky man. So that, in a sense, was a downgrade. But an upgrade was that she was respectful. She was very pure, like, personality-wise. She was very loyal.
She's a great woman, yeah.
Great woman.
Phenomenal woman.
That's why I said it's a combination. That's the only, I would say, downgrade was Lil Wayne. People perceived her as that Lil Wayne leftover.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne leftover. And that's what people perceived. But when Nipsey looked at her and saw potential and saw, like, loyalty and all that stuff.
All that good shit.
He saw that as an upgrade compared to the other girls that he saw in the celebrity world. Because we already know the celebrity world is messed up.
It's nasty.
Nasty. And to find a girl like that, because even look now, the man's dead, tattooed. She tattooed the man. The loyalty's there. Like, she's just loyal.
For a while. She'll move on eventually.
Well, we'll see. We don't know. But she's pretty strong on Nipsey still. She's pretty strong.
She just has to get a dude that was probably on his level.
And brother,
you know what I mean?
He's cut from a different cloth.
Unless
we all know
down,
that.
I guess.
Who's on that level of Nipsey, mindset wise, in a celebrity mindset, in the hood? Don't worry, I'll wait.
She like hoodman, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, but that was a intelligent hoodman, like intelligent. His network wasn't even as high as some of these shitty rappers that are being produced, but this guy had a foundation. Like a good, strong foundation. He's been there, done that more than the other guys.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Knowledge is crazy.
But yeah, yo, that's...
This was a very, very interesting convo in general.
Yeah.
Shit went places that I didn't think this podcast was ready for.
Yo. Yeah.
You know?
Doormat's there. I was going to throw it down earlier when you guys were all kind of like gang up on me, but...
Nah, you should get a doormat for that equality shit.
What?
We're gonna
fucking minding the gutter ass nigga over here.
I'm not gonna talk about it right now because we're in the podcast.
That's a point. That's a fucking point.
But it was.
Wait, what were you saying? I deserve a what?
For that equality shit.
For what? I deserve a what?
For how you presented it. I know what you mean. I know it's gonna be misrepresented.
Nigga, I don't give a shit.
But
because you know why? One don't care.
This is Man Do Care podcast. Man Do Care.
Yeah, you guys care too.
No. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. I just want to make sure people understand my point. Right? I just.
I'm a very nice guy though. That's all I'm gonna say. I just keep it real.
I just care when people understand my point. Like if you misrepresent my point, then that's the only thing. But if you get my point and you don't like it, then
who cares?
Who cares?
And I think that.
But if you misrepresent my point, then I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
And I think that's the whole point of us doing this podcast. This podcast was about stating our opinions and putting more depth to it. So even if you don't respect it, at least don't understand it and can relate, you can at least respect the opinion at the end of the day. Because a lot of people are not going to like what we say. But as long as they have an understanding of what we're talking about, that's all that matters, pretty much. Because at the end of the day, we're going to speak our mind. It's a podcast.
Man don't care.
It's man don't care. That's why we did it.
Or
So,
do.
well,
It varies on the day.
And if you're a sex worker out there, holla at Elvis, you know.
Fucking crazy. Don't ever make that recommendation again, bro.
Yo, what's his Snapchat?
Don't
On
look for a show.
Kwame Santo something. And if you're a single woman out there, you can build with Artest. Just understand, know your place, know yourself, know your worth, nigga.
Yo, this guy trying to make me sound bad, but
Yo, that it ain't hard to do. What the fuck?
I'll tell you that she chosen me. She has a great time. Okay.
Yo.
He's a good yo. Anyone out there,
You guys-
listen.
yo, when you guys watch this podcast,
He's
you
a
guys
good-
understand that you guys are not making sense at all. I'm just here to like, oh, you fuck.
He's a good
This
guy.
is the guy that was doing this the whole time.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, because
Cause he's in the clip. He's gonna be in the clip.
Because you're just you guys are all crazy.
And
man.
for the record, men and women are equal in many
Hold on.
categories.
Wait. I'm gonna put that mat and throw it back again.
What? Hey, I'll take that mat every time because I know I'm making sense. Am I making sense, Black Queen over here?
I think you are.
Okay then, that's all the validation I need. I don't need you niggas.
I can do that.
She doesn't like us.
This is the Man Don't Care podcast.
Yo, congratulations, you made me throw this twice.
Yo, throw the third time, yo. Men and women,
I know you're gonna say
What
it.
happened to you? What happened?
men and women are equal.
Yo, just have
No,
to deal with
because
this
you
on a
sound
bi-weekly
like
basis.
No.
Tez, like you sound like.
No, nothing happened.
She just did
Why did
something.
everyone think that like I'm such a bad guy?
You said you were hurt a couple times.
In my
So
teens?
naturally you build resentment,
Yo.
bitterness.
Yo, told him it's not gonna get them the pussy, bro. Like just told him.
No,
I
it's-
just tell them how it is.
He's being honest. So.
Who is that?
there's no need to
But in all
man.
in all seriousness, just to wrap things up, just on that last point, men and women were equal in many categories, whether it be using our brains to fucking change a tire, work area, stuff like that. In terms of sex and stuff like that, there are differences when it comes to body counts or whatever, because if you're a man and you go outside and yell, "Hey, I'm giving away dick today," somebody will call the cops on you. If you're a woman and you go out there, good-looking woman, and go out there, "Hey, somebody come fuck me," you'll get a lineup. So we understand the difference in those sense, and that's what our test was trying to articulate pretty much in terms of sex, relationship dynamics, those type of things. That's what he's mentioning when he says women and men aren't equal. Not in the whole world scope, every category. Just take. Let me shoot your bail, bro. Let's take the bill, okay? Okay, okay. This
We
is
set the record one more time before we wrap up.
What?
right.
I
So
don't care. I
I
don't
hear it
care.
again.
Take it how you want to take it, but at the end of the day, you're right on what I was explaining. I don't need no explanation, fam.
I know. I just did it for my sake and the podcast sake, just so people don't think we're just black ignorant niggas.
Don't care.
No, no.
You're misogynist, right?
No, man.
No. Understand? Wait. Before we wrap up, understand this, fellas, my brothers. Man don't care don't mean we're ignorant. Let's understand that.
We ain't.
Man don't care don't mean we're ignorant. Man don't care means we're gonna vocally say our points and stuff like that. Our opinions should
That's
be
what
come
I'm saying.
across sensible. And then if you like it,
You-
good. If you don't,
like it,
we don't
I
give a
will,
fuck.
'cause we
That's
don't
simple.
care.
But we're not gonna be ignorant.
But
bro.
we do have intelligence, and we
do
to
have
let
intelligence,
people
and we have
know
to show that, display that.
Emphasize
I feel like
things.
Emphasize
I already-
that.
No.
You did. I'm just wrapping up. You did.
But yeah, this was very, very interesting. It was a very interesting podcast. Thank everybody for showing up. Thank you very much for showing up, representing the Queendom. Please come again. Please come visit us again. Big shout out to our boy, brother Igwe, for being here. It's been years, and it's funny because a lot of people don't understand. We've actually all known each other for years. It's not like we just assembled this from yesterday. Like we all actually know each other for like many years. So it's just good to know that we can all come together and do something great, do something lovely, and just entertain and speak our mind and just make movements. So this is just another episode of the Man Don't Care podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
I will say this. How did you enjoy yourself today on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a really good time. You guys are really funny. I always tell Osa that. You guys are you're funny. You're a little like troubled, but like.
Wait, you saying we are or he is?
No, he.
Oh no, all of you.
Oh,
including him.
okay.
Well, I'm included?
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I guess
Wow.
don't care.
It'd be your own, huh? It'd be your own.
Yeah, I do
No, I
care
still
now.
love him. I still love him.
It'd be your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely been a pleasure. Make sure you guys subscribe and tune into the next podcast. All of our social medias will be at the bottom of the YouTube, so make sure you tune in, and a lot more to come. So, as we all say, probably the man at Dufferin Mall probably care. Probably the man's in Sheridan Mall, maybe Warden Station. Probably somebody at Rosedale Station or Young Street.
Union.
Maybe Wesley or Union.
Anonymous podcast, you know.
But man's like Oxtail and Crisscross and Kwame and Igwe and Mr. Artez and Drewski. Man don't care.
Ah.
True.